Okay, so today we have authority over knowledge, creating history, Harrison Bergeron, socialism, unitivism, the presidential debate, and Biden's context. The reliance on members of authority is an important source of knowledge building within societies. People tend to trust the authority of the chief or medicine men and women within tribal societies, of the religious elites within theocratic societies, among the royalty and monarchies whose authority often comes from claims of a divine right to rule. In their role as authority figures, these societal knowledge brokers become creators and controllers of what is seen as legitimate knowledge. Within modern-day societies, too, we defer to authority figures to tell us what is true. We often grant authority over knowledge, building to those we believe are experts who can lay legitimate claims to a particular area of knowledge, building as a result of their earned expertise. Historians are in the business of creating, not discovering or interpreting historical meaning. So in other words, everything that you know is a lie because it's all created that way. Because you only know what you're told. And you don't really know what happened 100 years ago. None of that could have happened. Who knows what happened? So, now my focus becomes on Harrison Bergeron and the father and the mother as well. The father is George, Hazel is the mother, and Harrison is the son. This is a short story by Kurt Vonnegut that you can look up on the internet. So George's handicaps are that he's intelligent and analytical. So because of that, he has something in his ear that goes off in his head to disrupt his thoughts. He's also strong, so he has 47 pounds on his neck to weigh him down. Hazel, she's average in the short story, in the short story, this is 2081, average means stupid. Her good nature prevents her from recognizing the absurdity in her society. And then there's Harrison. His handicaps are he's 7 feet tall, immensely strong, and extremely handsome. He wears headphones to distort his thinking, glasses that damage his eyesight and it creates headaches. He has black caps on his teeth to make him ugly, and he must carry around 300 pounds because of his strength. Harrison's considered a genius, which is deemed as evil. Okay, so the theme of the left is that if you're above average, rich, intelligent, strong, brave, and so on, that they will try everything in their power to bring you down to equality, whatever that is. The left does not want you to advance or evolve. The left wants those that have talents they want to bring you down to a level of average. De-evolution is what the left represents, and they will attack you and suppress your talents until you give in to their theories. Well, I won't give in. So that's what the left does do. Everything that they set up is to start bringing things down to what they consider equal, even though they really don't define it. But they want to bring it down to what is equal. And we're just not made to be forced to brought down to anything. So socialism, and this is why socialism also happens through hatred, but unitivism happens through love and understanding. If you want true change, then stop the hatred and love one another. Unitivism supports people's strengths and helps them transform their weakness to make them stronger. I want everyone to succeed. I want to support everyone and their success. Unlike socialism, if I ran a company and you were working for me and I was generating enough profit, then I would do it on my own to make sure the community's doing well. If you're working for me, maybe if you're not even working for me, and you talk to me, then I'll possibly have enough money to pay for your school. And that is the major difference between socialism and unitivism. Unitism sees everything as one, and it's like when you're with people, it's an extension of yourself. You know, you want others to succeed because they're a part of you. They're a part of the whole thing. And socialism restricts you by bringing you down. They want to take from the wealthy, but they're also going to take from the middle class. Everybody's taxes are going to go up to support something that they don't even know can be supported. And then money is fake upon all that. Money is created out of thin air, if you don't know. So money is created out of thin air, and then it's charged interest. So there's no way that you can pay the debt off. But through that system, you can run something in the ground. And the main reason why that fiat system is created is to steal from the poor. Not per se the rich people who own companies, but we're talking about the people who control the banks. We're talking about like the Rothschilds and people like that. People whose names you don't hear about anymore. So, unitivism does things through love and embraces your talents. Socialism does not. Socialism always fails. In my opinion, now I'm moving on to the debate. In my opinion, Trump won the debate. If you look at Biden's eyes, and you pause it, you can see like this black outline right where his pupil is. That like, and it changes color too. It's his eyes change color too, to like a dark brown, possibly even black in some of it. But I think he's using contacts to dig up information while he's on the debate stage, because you can also see like when he uses his hand gestures, they're not like distance out good enough. Like he's trying to see something up close, but yet he thinks his hands are maybe closer or they're more far out because of the way how he's trying to see things. I don't know, it just didn't look right. But I believe he was wearing contacts. And if so, then yeah, there's a very good possibility he was cheating on the debate. So I have a few questions for Biden. If Biden is the Democrat Party, if he is it with an iron fist, then why does he not call the Portland mayor and tell him to let the federal government come in to squash the riots? People are just tired of the anarchy and violence. If Biden is against that, then he should call the Portland mayor and tell them to ask for the government's help, because apparently that mayor cannot handle that situation himself. He didn't answer the whole thing about packing the Supreme Court. Why can't he answer that? Biden's economic policy is a terrible idea. For one, it's too expensive. That would just, break America. The green technology and the material also needed for that technology does more harm to the environment. And then California is a good example of what's going on. I mean, there's people burning the forest. They don't maintain their forest. So California's whole green system of energy is falling. And then lastly, man-made climate change is not real. But I'll let you find that out when the Ice Age comes. And if you want to disagree with me about anything about that, look, I live on the border of Texas and Mexico. And I woke up this morning and it was 46 degrees here. That is not normal. Things are cooling, and they've already predicted that there will be no sunspots from 2025 to 2040. That's 15 years of the sun being asleep. And that means less light, good possibility of a famine. Another thing about Joe Biden was, Trump talked about the 1994 crime bill, and Biden said a lot of racist statements during that, back in 1994 when he was discussing it. And Biden acted like he never made those comments. He couldn't take responsibility for the comments he made. So, Biden's still not all there. But my favorite part was when Trump announced that he has evidence of Obama, Hillary, Biden, the CIA, and the FBI all colluding and creating evidence to make it appear as if Russia helped him, when in reality it was the other way. Russia was helping them, the Democrat Party. And there is evidence that has surfaced, like the FISA report being falsified. There's evidence of falsified evidence already. So I'm waiting to hear what Trump knows now. In my opinion, the Democratic Party is trying to overthrow and replace our government. And I strongly stand against that. And I will not, and there will be no socialism in America. And anyone who says that socialism is already in America does not understand socialism. So research socialism. Research socialism if you think that. Other than that, there was a lot of weird comments I got during the Lickman thing that I did. So I'm gonna make a few things clear. Everything that I do here is for my novel and my character. This is a part of that whole story, and you won't really clearly understand all that until that novel comes out. Well, probably the third novel, but you might kind of grasp some of it in the first two, but definitely by the third. If you want to insult me, you can. I don't really care if you do or not. Making gestures or saying things that, oh, you appear like you're homeless. I'm in my home. I'm definitely not homeless. And I'm not here to razzle and dazzle you with, man, I want to look like $1 million, man. No, I'm just here to be real. Do my acting part of my character. Do whatever. And so whether you want to take any of this seriously or as part of a story, as part of a learning experience of learning somebody else's perspective, that is completely up to you. But if you do want to continue to throw those insults at me, please go ahead. Give me your hatred. Take your hatred out on me. You know? I mean, like I care. I'm fucking doing good. I'm awesome. My life is good. I think positive. My life is positive. I'm disabled. I got 2 degrees. I'm in a scholarly program. I'm gonna be a doctor in 3 years. Not a medical doctor. A PhD in business management. So if you wanna do all that stuff down below, then go right for it. Get your hatred out. But I do suggest one thing. That after you get your hatred out, you go grab you a tissue and wipe your issue of whatever is really bothering you inside. Okay? Oh, alright. So, next time, I'm going to do my prospectus. because I just turned that in. Other than that, I got a lot of homework, a lot of reading, and South Park to watch tonight, because I just can't wait for this pandemic special that they got. But anyways, you guys have a good one. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And peace. Bye.